In this episode, we discuss the #1 key for you to get the success that you want. So to get exactly what you want in life, the first step, and therefore the #1 step, is to decide what you want in life. If you don't decide what you want in life, someone else, I guarantee you, will decide it for you. Someone else out there will decide it for you in some way. It could be someone producing an advertisement at the moment that's going to move you in this way on the internet when you went to search that way. If you don't clarify what it is that you want in life, it could be influence from your parents, from teachers, from peers. Other influences, other agendas will draw you in their direction. And it's not necessarily that they're trying to manipulate or change or whatever, you know, in any sort of evil way. It's just that that's how the world works. If you don't have clarity, if you don't set the sail of your ship, then the storm will blow you in any which way. If there's two people in a room and one person is certain and the other person is less certain, the one who's most certain, and this has been proven again and again in studies, the one who is most certain will influence the one who's less certain. When two people have different emotions in a room, and the one is angry and the other one is calm, the one who's most certain in their emotion, whatever it is, will affect the other one. It's like their emotion becomes contagious. And it's the same with ideas, it's the same with sales, it's the same with life. It's the same with how you use your day. If you don't have your clarity in place, if you don't know exactly what it is that you want. And if I said to you, how hungry are you right now? And you said, well, I'm 5 out of 10 in hunger, yeah, where 10 is really hungry. And I said, well, if I say to you, food, does that make you any more hungry? You'd probably say, nah, not so much. But if I asked you, what's your favorite food? And I asked you to visualize that favorite food, yeah, let's say it's steak and chips, then that would draw you towards that food item in your head, because you've got something, you've given your brain something to go towards. And as a result, you therefore start salivating and getting more hungry. But the interesting thing is, food included the steak and chips, but it didn't do it for you. It has to be defined. You can't say, I want to be wealthy. You have to give yourself a very specific target with a very specific date. Yeah? There are other elements to this. It needs to be inspiring and realistic, and we'll talk about those another time. But the first step, the first action step is, in order to get what you want in life, you need to know what you want. So start deciding today. Take pen and paper and start writing out, possibly for the first time, exactly what you want in the long term, in the medium term, and in the short term in your life, and in all areas of your life. Don't leave one out. Define it. Physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, spiritually. What do you want? What is it that, not what you've been told to say, or, you know, what you think would please others. What do you want? There is a part of your brain called the RAS, that's the reticular activating system, and it's there in order to make you successful. And how it works is that it's like, you know, if you suddenly see a particular make and model of a car, you see it everywhere. That's how the RAS working. That's the RAS getting obsessed with things that it becomes familiar with. It gets an image in its mind, it clarifies what that image is, and then it sees it everywhere. It gets obsessed. That's how people have a maniacal focal point for their success and achievement. They get really into it. It's almost like a healthy addiction. But this can get hijacked by unhealthy addictions, the RAS. And that a lot of people have that. But you can harness the RAS for yourself by defining this goal for yourself. And that will draw you towards it. That will switch on that success brain for yourself, where you will look for everything, all the resources. It's funny, like everything starts appearing, and the right people and the right associations start appearing for you once you decide what you want. And you can always alter your goal and change it later on, but for the time being, Write it down, clarify it. Don't let it stay in your head as slippery soap, or it won't be worth anything. It won't draw you towards it. It won't grow in you and help you get motivated and help you achieve and create that achievement in the external world. So decide today, get your RAS, your success brain working for you, and move forward now. Feel free to like or dislike this video below, and head on over, if you're not watching this, at davidcitron.co, head on over there because that's where all the good stuff is.